right, so think about a time in your life where you felt stagnant, you felt angry, you felt resentment, you felt just loss of joy, missed opportunities. I have been there. I'm all too familiar with those feelings. But since I've been on this spiritual journey, I can easily tell when I'm in that vibration and when I'm not. And the number one thing I have found myself, what I've learned about myself, when I'm in that emotion of stagnation, when I'm in there, I can tell for me, it is because I'm not letting go. I'm not allowing things to flow and just allowing this new wave, this new change to happen. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Nanya Ojibe and I am the creative mind behind M.C.F.A.E. Today in this video, I want to talk about letting go because letting go is so powerful. Letting go will change your life. And I don't mean like physically let go, which is good too. You know, physically let go of things, the clutter, clean out your space, clean out your car, clean out your work area, let go of things, donate it, get rid of it. That is very powerful because when we're doing that, we're making space, we're making room for new things to come find us. But when I'm speaking of when I was feeling those feelings of stagnation and anger, I'm thinking more so of holding on mentally and emotionally, holding on to things mentally and emotionally. Will get you stressed every single time. For an example, that's like if you are applying for a job and you really want this job and your emotions is all tied into getting this job. You're trying to manifest it because you feel like this is the job that's going to take you to point B when you're at point A. But, you get the email, you get the call that you did not get this job. And that hurts. You feel the pain of that. And then you go down this laundry list of thinking, dang, I must not have been good enough. Why didn't they like me? What happened, X, Y, and Z, whatever you come up with. And it feels heavy. It feels tight because I have been there. But what I've learned on my spiritual journey is that when I feel like that, that is just an indicator that I am not aligned with my highest power. That I am more so in tune and aligned with things on a lower vibration. Like I'm actually walking away and stepping back from my highest power. And when I make that conscious connection in my mind, like when I have that thought, I'm able to just be like, you know what? That's not true. I'm actually a great person. I'm more than perfect and qualified for a job. So if that job did not get me, if I don't have that job, then that just simply means that job was not for me. And seriously, instantly, when I say that, when I feel that, I immediately feel better. I put my trust in my higher power because I know my higher power got me. I know that I'm protected, guided, supported, and loved at all times. So if I didn't get that job, then thank you, Lord. Something better is coming my way. I remember watching this interview with Joey Badass, a rapper Joey Badass, and he would always say, you can tell the people in the room who's praying and who's not. And I love that statement because if you are really praying, like for me with that whole job example, if I know I'm praying for abundance, I know I'm praying for good opportunities, I know I'm praying to be in alignment, I know I'm praying for a job that suits me, a job that's not going to feel like work, but it's going to feel like joy. It's going to feel good within my soul. Because I know I'm praying that, when I didn't get the job, it didn't stress me out that much because all that tells me is that that job wasn't the one that I've been praying for. And that's okay. You got to trust your higher power. You got to trust in the Lord. Like when we're stressed and we're angry, we're more so trusting within ourselves. We're trusting within our ability. We're trusting in what we think we know. A lot of times when we're letting go, it looks like surrender. It looks like trust. And it looks like forward action. And within forward action, we have to have patience. You have to have patience with forward action moves because the simple saying, when we plant our seed today, it's not going to bloom tomorrow. It's not going to bloom within the next 5 hours. It probably takes some months for it to bloom, but you have to surrender to it. You have to trust it. You have to trust that you know who you are. You have to trust that you know what you're doing. You have to trust your higher power, that your higher power is guiding you, loving you, and supporting you at all times. When we're able to let go, we easily align ourselves with our highest power. We align ourselves with personal growth. We create space within ourselves when we let go. We create space for God to work miracles within us. There's another analogy like with the buoy in the ocean. Like a buoy naturally floats. Like who we are as a spiritual being, we are naturally high. We are naturally aligned with our highest power, which is love, gratitude, acceptance, joy. We are naturally that vibration. But when things in our external world, like not getting the job that we wanted, and then we get stressed, we get sad about that. When we allow something outside of ourselves to make us feel anything other than our highest self, our highest vibration, then it's like, the buoy in the ocean, and we're then holding it down underwater. Like, you know how much stress and energy that takes to hold it down? That's why we feel emotional turmoil. That's why we feel uneasy inside, because it's not natural. Our energy is misplaced. That's why we have anxiety. That's why we have stress. We're not moving naturally. We're not moving in line with our higher selves. But when we let go of that anxiety, let go of that stress, those stressful thoughts, those thoughts that are leading us to anxiety, that we're not good enough, or the future is not going to be what we planned, it's going to be bad, or everything's going to be wrong, like things we have no control over. Like, we don't know that. So why are we stressing about it? But when we allow those emotions to take a hold of us, we are literally holding ourselves down. But if we can just relax and be in the moment, like, hey, I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but I know I'm going to be good because I trust God and I surrender. So everything is working out in my favor. I didn't get this job. All that means the better one is coming for me. All that means is I'm being redirected. Let me let go and go with the flow. Let me embrace this change. Change is the only thing that is permanent within this world. Like, the more and more we can get comfortable with change, I believe the better and the more quality our lives will be. We have to allow things to die. The trees die every fall. They're changing every fall, and they're completely dead during the winter. But when the spring comes back around, because the spring always comes back around, that's when we will have new life. That's when we will be reborn. But we have to allow things to die, allow things to be released. We have to trust and surrender. Also, when we allow things to be relinquished, when we allow things to let go, we are building resilience within ourselves. We are building ourselves to something that is strong, to something that is powerful, to something that has character and can stand a test of time. We're allowing ourselves to be more grounded, so we don't allow things of the external world to disturb us within. When we can allow change and learn to be resilient in it, we're getting grounded, and not allow any of the external distractions, negativity get within us and distract us from our plan, distract us from what we know we deserve, or who we know we are, the affirmations that we've been saying to ourselves, the promises from the Bible. We know it's just a matter of time before we receive it, before we become fruitful. The fruit is the last thing that blossoms on the fruit tree. So be patient. Don't stress yourself out. In every situation, give thanks. In every situation, be blessed, because your desires, they're on their way. But we first have to know that. We first have to let go of anything that's not aligned with our desires, anything that's not aligned with our highest power. We have to let go in order to reap all the benefits. We have to declutter. We have to remove things that no longer serve us, so that when desires do come to us, when we are attracted to them, they will have more than enough space to breathe and to bear more fruit. All right, guys. I love you all. If you've enjoyed this video, please remember to show some love and like and subscribe. I also have a free spiritual workbook that I created for you all if you are also in a spiritual journey and just want to know yourself a little bit more. And I also have a workshop class called M.C.F.A.E Mondays. Well, I also help you explore the story that you tell yourself, the story that you're telling yourself, the narrative that you have in your mind. See if it serves you, and if it doesn't, we're going to replace it and make another one, because you are a spiritual, powerful being, and you are a co-creator of your reality, and how you create is with your thoughts, with your energy. And we got to get that lined up first, because once that is aligned, everything else comes to us fast and easy. All right. Love you all, and I'll see you next week. Bye.